All right, so I want to remind you guys that, or rather show you guys, how to go ahead and evaluate expressions like this on a graphing calculator. And it would be very similar on a scientific calculator. The buttons will just be located in a different spot, okay? So to verify our answer for problem number 5, we need to type in 2. The log buttons are over here on the left in that very first column, about halfway down. They're next to the 4 and the 7. So next to the 4, you see log, and next to the 4 you see natural log, and next to the 7 you see log. All right, so I'm going to just hit that log button. It'll start parentheses for you. Type in the 50. Make sure you close off the parentheses to signify that's the end of that particular expression before you move on to the next part. And then I have to do minus 1/2. So I'm going to do parentheses 1/2, 1 divided by 2. We usually type our fractions in parentheses to make sure the operations get done in the right order. And then I need to do log of 625, close off the parentheses, and then hit enter. All right, and you can see that we get a final answer of 2. So anything that's a common log, a log base 10, you can use this log button right here. And notice right above it, you should see 10 to the x power in yellow. That means if I hit second and then log, it'll automatically give me 10 to a power, and then I can type in a power afterwards. Okay, all right, but we don't really need that. Okay, for the second one, for natural log of e squared, so the natural log button is right here, and the e to a power is right above it in yellow. There's also a little yellow e above the division that you can use, but the advantage to this e right here is that it allows you to type in an exponent right away. This one I would use if I was just doing e to the first power. Okay, so I want to do 4 and then natural log of e squared. So I'm going to do second ln to get the e to the second. And you can see there's 2 parentheses open here, so I need to close off both sets of parentheses, okay? And then I want to do minus 3 natural log. This time I want just e to the first power. So I'm going to do second and go over to the division button to get the plain old e and close off the parentheses there. And then press plus the natural log of the number 1, close off those parentheses and hit enter. All right, and you can see that we get 5, which is the exact answer that we came up with. All right, so regular log base 10 is the button right here next to the 7. Natural log is that ln button. All right, and then the e can be accessed by either doing second ln to get e to an exponent right away, or if you just need a plain e, you could do second and the division button to get the e that's right there. All right, and that is using a graphing calculator to do common and natural logs.